I love this next part of the WordPress admin interface. We actually have a code editor built right into the interface. So if you're used to working with Dreamweaver, for example, well, you can still work with Dreamweaver whenever you're customizing WordPress, but you can also make use of the built-in editor. So underneath Appearance, go ahead and click on Editor, and that'll pop open this code editor inside the admin interface. All right, here we are. Edit themes. Now, this might seem like a bit much at first glance, but let me try and explain all this first. Try and ignore all of this stuff right in the middle just for a moment. And let me bring your eyes over to the right-hand side of the screen. Here we have theme files. And what we'll see here is a list of PHP files. So there's our 404 template. That's our 404 error page, by the way. Archives, comments, footer, header, image attachment template, and so on and so on and so on, all the way down the list. So in other words, all of the files that make up the current theme, remember it's that default theme that we're currently working with, these are all of the PHP files that make up the current theme, right? And then if I scroll down a little bit further, I'll also see some styles. So we have two style sheets here, RTL.css and style.css as well. So what we can do inside this editor, let's say, for example, I want to go and make a change to my header file. And I'll explain exactly how all of these documents, all of these different PHP files, all sort of fit together in just a little while when we start customizing our own theme. But suffice it to say, for now, this is how the editor works. I would click on the file that I want to edit. So I'm going to go after header.php, this guy right here. Just single click on him. That's all there is to it. And what that does is that loads header.php into the main area, the main window inside this Edit Themes screen. So now if I know my code, I can come in here and I can make some changes. Maybe I want to make some adjustments or apply some different CSS rules, you know, this sort of thing, remove some hyperlinks or add in some other content. I could do so here inside this editor window. And then once I'm finished, all I need to do is click on Update File. That's really all there is to it. It's pretty slick stuff. You could even take this code that we see inside this main window here. I could select all this code if I wanted to, copy it, paste it into Dreamweaver, use Dreamweaver's design view to design my layout visually, and then select all the Dreamweaver background code, come back here, paste, and then update my theme from there. That's another way to work, right? But again, we'll get into all this stuff as we go along. Let me show you one more example here. I'm going to go after my style sheet, so style.css. Go ahead and click on that fella. And again, this is the style sheet for our current theme, the theme that's being used to drive the look and feel of our current blog layout, right? So here I can see the theme name is the WordPress default there up at the top. Don't forget it's based on that Kubrick theme, right? And what I can do at this point is I could scroll down, and if I know my CSS code, I can come in here and I can add additional properties or change some values or do whatever it is that I want to do to customize my blog and customize my theme. And then of course, once I'm finished, down at the bottom, I simply click on Update File. Hopefully all good there. I hope it all makes sense. I hope it isn't too overwhelming. Just know that you do have this editor built into the admin backend of your blog, and you can make use of it if you want. But again, if it's too much for you, if you don't like using code too much, you can always use Dreamweaver to help you out as well.